Hi, and welcome to Kilson Street. Today we have a band from Los Angeles. Very Be Careful.
Ay, yo te estaba esperando. 4 de las 5 de las 6. Ay, me dejaste llorando. Cuando yo creía yo en ti, todo me hacía feliz. Cuando yo creía yo en ti, todo me hacía feliz. Hoy es que estoy aprendiendo que todas las cosas no son para mí. Hoy es que estoy aprendiendo que todas las cosas no son para mí. De las 5 de las 6. Ay, me dejaste llorando. Cuando yo creía yo en ti, todo me hacía feliz. Cuando yo creía yo en ti, todo me hacía feliz. Hoy es que estoy aprendiendo que todas las cosas no son para mí. Hoy es que estoy aprendiendo que todas las cosas no son para mí.
All right, great job. Very Be Careful. We'll be right back after a short break.
When the landlord of this place, what is now the Frida Cinema, contacted me and said that the tenants that were here, that have been here for years, would be vacating, and they're trying to figure out what to do with the space. There's an interest to turn it into a nightclub. There's an interest to turn it into more parking. There's an interest to what do we do? And because his idea was, it would be great to continue to have film here. And he was told about me. He said, oh, there's this guy in Long Beach, one of the owners, the owner of Chapter 1 actually, said, I know this guy Logan, he runs this nonprofit in Long Beach, and I don't think he's got an actual space, And so I knew enough about Santa Ana to know that there was this rich, vibrant arts community, and there's a lot of interest in the arts, and I know that a lot of the artists collaborate, and that there's music, and that it's sort of been this cultural hub in Orange County. But I also knew, similar to Long Beach, there was no film scene. There was no art house. There are filmmakers. There are people who love films. So I thought, that might be a perfect fit. Let me go check out the space. And I came to see the space, and as soon as I saw 2 auditoriums, it was just like a light bulb went off, and I was like, this could be a sort of hybrid of the 3 models that I have seen work so well. So I just started jumping up and down. I'm like, this is what I would do. And I was, throwing out all these crazy ideas. And I'm like, I want to move the poster cases over to this side, get rid of the glass. so that the walls could lend themselves to art and be a rotating art gallery. And we can work with local curators to come up with art shows that factor into something that we're doing cinematically. And immediately, you know, I wanted the cinema, pretty much anywhere I would want to create something, to be a product of its community. So for example, the mural behind me. I know tons of muralists in Long Beach, but when we said, you know, we want to have a mural, it was immediately important that I work with Santa Ana muralists. And I knew it wouldn't be hard. I knew that there's just so many passionate people who want to express themselves and who have wanted a place like this to happen.
All right, right here with Very Be Careful. And like always, we start with names and ages.
Ricardo, 40.
Dante, 46.
Art, 47.
And how'd you guys all come together? I see it was grew up on 2 separate streets in LA. Is it all of you guys? Or is the story changed in different members?
I think it's the same members. There was 3 of us on the same street. Well, my brother's there, so we were in the same house. And then Rich was on the same street as us. And then Dante and Craig were on another street near downtown.
So
And it's the same members.
It's the same members since when did you guys start playing?
Art.
1997.
And say from the first, the album was Deception is Easy. Through all these, there's about, 11 albums?
Wow. Is
Um,
that 11?
I think that's a little
No, I think it might be
exaggerated.
exaggerated.
There was,
We have EPs. And,
all right.
Yeah. and-
How many of the, I would say, synth songs do you guys think are still in rotation?
I'd be pretty confident that the earlier songs are still in rotation, like from those days.
And the music is, what is cumbia? I've heard of cumbia, but is vallenato something different, or is it a different explanation? For those who don't know, what is vallenato?
Vallenato comes from Valledupar in like northern part of Colombia, and it's like a mixture of some different musics. I would say it's like indigenous meets African meets Europe, and there's different rhythms, and cumbia is one of them.
And where does the love come from, and how was that the music that was chosen for you guys to play?
The love?
Where does the love?
I think the love's been inherent. I mean, before I met these guys, I grew up listening to cumbia as a kid because of my parents and their old record collection. So that love has always been there, even though it didn't manifest itself until I actually started playing with these guys. It's always been there, but now it's, you know, like a physical, straightforward thing that we showcase and present. So the love has always been there, but now it's embodied by the group.
I also think that the love comes also from like people enjoying us by dancing. Like that's something that made us really want to keep playing. Like when we first started playing.
Yeah, so I was going to ask another question. How are the shows different? Like, say, shows out of America. Is it more? The audience is more participant. They're more dancing instead of just listening with your type of music, or is it all shows basically everybody's dancing?
By the end of the night, everybody's dancing, so that's for sure. Depending on if the people have seen us or not, if it's a bunch of old fans, it's dancing immediately. But if we're like in a new environment and they check us out, they start listening to what we're doing, there's like this intense curiosity to figure out what is it that we're sounding like, or trying to figure out what it is that our sound is. And of course, like, there's no electric guitars or drum sets, so they're like, what the hell is this, you know? And then eventually they forget all about that, all the irrationality, and they let like the love come through, and they feel the love. And the love starts taking over, and by the end, everybody's the same, dancing on the floor.
With making the records, you guys do this all yourself, or you guys have help with distributing, or?
We have a variety of people involved from all over the place. Yeah, it's always changing up. We never know. But it's always with love.
The names, there's 3 out of 5, but it's what is it? Brickham's, Oscar Lepe, Mil Caras, Peabody, and the Rip. How? Well, any of you guys that are here, I want to describe how you got these nicknames.
Oscar Lepe, that's me, and I just like ducks.
I'm the Rip. That's short for Ripple, which is my old school name when I used to drink a lot of wine, a lot of cheap wine. So I was like, oh, there's Ripple. Go get him. And I used to skate a lot. And I used to have long hair, and I used to wear blazers. And I used to have, like, all my pockets were full of Ripple wine. So Ripple turned into Rip, turned into the Rip.
And I guess Brickham's because I got the keys. It's a big keychain. I don't even have it on me. Tonight, it's my night off, but usually I have a big ring of keys.
Solid.
Yeah.
Some of your personal favorite groups that you've played with.
Oh, wow.
Well, we opened for Alfredo Gutierrez once. I'm a big fan of him. He's a vallenato star, like from like the 70s. We opened for him in New York, and was able to see him also, which was special. So not only, I don't know if he saw us, but like I admire him very much in this kind of music. So that's one of my favorites that we opened for.
I don't know. I have so many. I don't know.
Well, it's a special moment when we opened for Joe Strummer. That was cool.
Is it the Troubadour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had
Troubadour and
a friend who was actually at that.
Yeah.
concert.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, like, wow. Well, I mean, can't really say much to that except, like, we got lucky.
Yeah, I mean, technically we didn't open up for them, but we played at the same festival, and that was with My Bloody Valentine and The Cure. So we opened up for both of them.
Best and worst thing about being in a musical group.
Wow.
Best part is the night, and the worst part is the next day.
Morning.
Pretty to the point.
Ditto.
Yeah, I got that. I got you on that.
And how'd you each come to play the instrument that you do in this band?
Well, I went to accordion school when I was a little kid. When I was 7, I went to accordion school and learned like European music, waltz and polka and stuff. I didn't like it much, but I learned, and then later chose what kind of music I wanted to do with accordion, which is vallenato.
I play the cowbell, but initially when the band started, I had a drum set with the whole kit and one little cowbell. So as we started playing more, and the thing was, prior to this, I was in like other bands, and I always had a drum set to carry around. And I started thinking, I'm like, hey, I don't really have to carry all this stuff around anymore. I think I could just, streamline this whole drum set into this cowbell, and eventually one piece will be gone, like the floor tom. The toms will be gone, the cymbals. All I had was the bass drum, the snare, and the cowbell. And I got rid of that, and I was all like, yeah, dude, I'm in heaven. And that was how I came to play the cowbell. It's transitioned from this whole, like, John Bonham set into this simple little piece of metal with a wooden stick. Which,
The Event Horizon.
oh, I love, because when it comes to traveling, that's the best way to roll, man.
The bass.
Oh, the bass. I don't know. I just love the bass. I always love the bass. From since I was a little child, and then now that I'm older, man, love the bass.
All right, you guys have a upcoming show on the 20th, right? And has a flyer with you guys coming out of empanadas or something.
La cita.
Yeah.
No, we are the empanadas.
All right.
Yeah.
Where is that at?
La cita.
Yeah, that's 333 South Hill Street, downtown Los Angeles, between 3rd and 4th Street, right across the street from Angel's Flight.
If somebody wants to contact the band, where would they go?
Facebook, most naturally, you could message us directly there, or call this guy, and
Yeah.
he'll give you the
867-5309.
All right. Well, from all of us here at Kilson Street, would like to thank. Very be careful.
Thank you very much.
Thank
for
you,
having us.
guys.
Thank you, guys.
Yo soy el 747 de las moscas. I am a dinosaur and I will outlive you all. I might look dead, pero no. My favorite food is Mexican. Me gusta chile verde. I am a cacarosh.
And now, very be careful with their second song entitled 039.
Cuando soy aviando, baja con mi morena. Cuando soy aviando, baja con mi morena. Y llegamos a la carretera, ahí me dejó llorando. Y llegamos a la carretera, ahí me dejó llorando. Que me duele, y es que me duele, y es que me duele, válgame Dios. 039, 039, 039, se la llevó. El mes se fue llorando, a mí esa cosa me duele. En el mes se fue llorando, a mí esa cosa me duele. Se la llevó el maldito carro, ese 039. Se la llevó el maldito carro, ese 039. Que me duele, es que me duele, y es que me duele, válgame Dios. 039, 039, 039, se la llevó. Me consuelan los muchachos porque lloran mi morena. Me consuelan los muchachos porque llora mi morena. Ay, ella me dejó un retrato para que me acuerde de ella. Ay, ella me dejó un retrato para que me acuerde de ella. Es que me duele, es que me duele, es que me duele, válgame Dios. 039, 039, 039.